There we go. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday evening. Thanks for joining. How you doing, Al? Hello, Vic. Hi, Janice. How's it going? Hello, Mac. Thanks for joining. So, as you guys, I don't know if you read my description, but every night I'm going to be reading a chapter out of a book. And my first book that I'm reading is 6 Months to Six Figures by Peter Voogd. And I have a question for you all, though. Should I start with the introduction, or should I move to chapter 1? I think the introduction is pretty informative. Man, thanks for joining, everybody. Hello, Akuchi. Hello, Andre Jones, Rachel Johnson, Shondell. Thanks for joining, everybody. Eric. So do you guys want me to start with the introduction or chapter 1? Hello, Misty. Misty says intro. Should I say intro? The book is great, Andre. Yeah, definitely. I've actually kind of already read it, but I want to first do this. I want to give a shout out to Peter because I won this book. I didn't actually buy this. Peter sent it to me, and he signed it for me. He says, ambition is priceless. So thanks, Peter. Appreciate it. All right. Definitely. Guys, you can share this if you'd like. I'm not a bad reader. I'm not going to say I'm the world's best reader, but I try to have a little animation when I read. Hello, Justin Weeks. Welcome. I try to have a little animation when I read, so I try not to bore you. But that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to read a section of the book every night, and then I'm going to talk about it, what it meant to me, what I got out of it. And then I'm actually willing to pull on a guest and discuss it with me if they'd like. That may or may not happen. It just depends if somebody wants to hop on towards the end. But that's kind of what I'm going to be doing every night. And so I'm actually going to start with the acknowledgments. And I'm going to go ahead and begin. So I don't know where to start, because I've been blessed with a long list of great people that have stood by my side. I believe the only things that really change your life are the experience you create and the people you meet along the way. I've met some amazing people on my journey to a meaningful and impactful life. It's going to be impossible to thank everybody who's helped me, and it would take a couple chapters. I'll try my best. My mom and dad have played the key roles in my success and have always let me be who I wanted to be. They gave me the ultimate gift, belief in myself. Words can't describe how much it means to have parents who let you be who you want, not who they want you to be. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I love you. My brother Chris for putting up with me his entire life. I can only imagine how tough it was being my younger brother. You're a true leader and someone who can accomplish anything you put your mind to. I'm very proud of the man you've become, and you have a very bright future in front of you. You've attracted a great woman in Tia, and you're raising an intelligent and strong boy in Kai. My cousins Ben, Melissa, Stacy, and I have grown up with and have endless memories with. So proud of how strong-willed, independent, and driven you really are. You all are. My amazing girlfriend, Kayla. Again, this is Peter, who has played a significant role in who I've become and what I've been able to do. You've been through thick and thin and have always supported me 100%, believed in me, and trusted my vision. You've taught me the power of patience, and often remind me to enjoy the journey. My love for you grows daily, and I couldn't have found a better other half. I'm very proud of you, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. As far as business goes, I've had numerous people that have played a role in my early success. The first person that comes to mind is Isaac Toplin, my first official mentor. There is no way I'd be where I am today without his guidance. Wisdom and different way of thinking. He taught me the power of taking few opinions, thinking differently, and always choosing growth in the moment. Some of the most powerful and meaningful conversations I've ever had have been with Isaac. He's a prime example of practicing what you preach and living a truly purposeful and meaningful life. Thanks for all you do and for never trying to manage me, but leading me instead. My Vector family. First, Jeremy Bell for being one of the first people to inspire me to think bigger. You showed me it was possible to own multiple homes at a young age, and watching you get $40,000 bonus checks kept me inspired when I was starting out. Isaac Stegman for being one of my first mentors and for teaching me the fundamentals of success and achievement when I was starting out. You had a huge impact on my early success in direct sales, more than most realize. John Bedford for making me a better leader and for bringing out the best in me. You're a first competitor and somebody who I respect at the highest level. I wouldn't have reached the heights I did if it wasn't for you pushing the envelope first. Zach Besthusen for being crazy enough to take almost a dozen trips a year with me. You're one of the most fun dudes to hang out with, but more importantly, you're authentic and genuine. Carl Gedris for showing me how to build a dynasty the right way and for always pushing the envelope. Amber Martindale for pushing me beyond my limits and always leading by example. Your passion is very inspiring. Will Burdett for recruiting me into direct sales and always believing in my abilities and ambition. You know exactly how to work with me, and I admire how simplistic you've made your life. When I was struggling in 2008 and felt like I had no hope, I reached out to sales champion and mentor Hal Elrod. I invested all the money I had so I could coach with him, John Berghoff and John Vroman. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Since then, Hal has become a dear friend, my mastermind partner, and is like the older brother I never had. He was such a good salesman, he talked me into moving to Southern California, just a couple of miles away from him. Once I realized how powerful mentorship was and how crucial it was to increased results, I reached out to multimillionaire and business extraordinaire Jordan Wirtz. Jordan has shifted my thinking and heightened my perspective at such an extreme level. When I told him I had $125,000 saved by the age of 23, he laughed and said, "You think that's a lot?" Much respect, Jordan, for raising my standards and for the timeless wisdom he continues to share with me. When it comes to pure results, Jordan's had the biggest impact. I will share a lot of what Jordan taught me throughout this book. When I was transitioning between careers and felt my mission growing, I reached out to Gary Vaynerchuk, who took interest in me. We've had numerous conversations, but our first stands out the most. Only 45-minute conversation can change your life. Gary expressed the importance of reverse engineering your success by creating the ideal outcome and then working backwards to create a plan to achieve it. He also shared the importance of focusing on your legacy and realizing that everything you do is a part of that. Appreciate all blunt insight and the time you've given me, GV. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Honoree Quarter, for leading by example and staying massively productive in all you do. The way you work, how much you get done, and what you've accomplished is very inspiring to me. James Malinchek for sharing me it's not about working harder or smarter, but working right. You're one of the most strategic and brilliant thinkers I know. I wanted to appreciate Hugo Fernandez for designing the cover of this book and going the extra mile to make sure our brand is top-notch. You're one of the most talented, ambitious, intelligent young hustlers I know. It's been a pleasure helping you on your journey towards massive success and impact. There have been many more people who have impacted my success along the way, and I sincerely appreciate every one of you. I missed you. I sincerely apologize, but I'm grateful for you. About the author, Peter Voogd. All right. A visionary, a game changer, a speaker, author, mentor, a dedicated entrepreneur, Peter Voogd is on a mission to shift our culture and won't stop until his mission becomes a reality. Peter can't stand traditional education and feels our society isn't doing enough to educate, teach, and train our youth on how to really thrive in this tough economy. He's taken it upon himself to guide and educate our millennials on what it takes to not only succeed but thrive. Peter's strategies have been featured in Entrepreneur Magazine, Forbes, Huffington Post, Business Insider, Yahoo Small Business, Yahoo Finance, MSN, and many other international publications. Peter has seen a lot of success over the years, but even more failure. He's used his past to design his ideal future and has dedicated the last 10 years to helping people maximize their potential. He's been labeled a thought leader on millennials because he is one. He has succeeded as one and has successful leading in an organization of millennials at the highest level. He has an authentic, raw understanding of what it takes to motivate and inspire. He's trained and led over 5,000 sales reps, managers, college students, professionals, business owners, Olympians, and many others to high levels of success. He started his business when he was 15 and found himself broke, stressed, and discouraged by the age of 22. By 23, he made his first six-figure income, and 3.5 years later, his earnings were over $1 million. He then took the same formula and applied it into another industry, and he dedicated himself to teaching it to others so they don't make the same mistakes he did. Despite the challenges of lacking training, Peter became the fastest manager to reach $1 million in annual savings in his company's 60-plus year history, but left his six-figure income because his magnitude of mission was growing. He strongly believes the more people, that you help to succeed, the more successful you become. Hi, everybody. I'm almost done, and then I'm actually going to talk about what we read. If somebody wants to hop on here with me, just comment below and let me know. Peter has started a movement to empower America's aspiring entrepreneurs and young professionals called the Game Changers Academy. It quickly became one of the most prestigious training and networking communities in the world and continues to attract leaders and ambitious entrepreneurs from all over the country. He understands on a deep level that young entrepreneurs are the future of our society. He's also the founder of one of iTunes' top podcasts, the Young Entrepreneur Lifestyle, Podcast 2.0, which is focused on bringing results, guidance, and excellence to entrepreneurs worldwide. It's helping entrepreneurs do business and live life on their terms. You can learn more at www.peterjvoogd.com/podcast. Peter loves connecting with like-minded people, so please reach out. He loves connecting with like-minded people. It's in there twice. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Twitter, email, and Facebook group. And it's all in his book. And then we would go into the introduction. But there was a lot of good stuff in that. And I think I'll save the introduction for tomorrow. You guys are probably tired of listening to me read anyway. Does anybody want to hop on here with me? Do I have any takers? No? Yeah? Don't be shy. Who's all in here? Let's see. Hello, Robert. Akuchi, you want on? All right, man. I'm going to get you on here. Hello, Samuel. Let me pull this up on my phone. Give me uno momento, por favor. This up on my phone. Right. Cool. All right, Akuchi, I'm bringing you in. It's not letting me. I have to find a solution to this problem. Can you send me an invite, Akuchi? What's good, Samuel? Thanks for stopping in. Hi, Mark. Akuchi. Send me an invite, if you could. Appreciate that, Robert. Yeah, I'm in a pretty chill mood, honestly. When I'm sitting and reading, and I'm in a relaxed spot, and so I can just take it all in. I get pretty chill. I get pretty relaxed. And this is what I do before I meditate, before I fall out. So I thought this would be something good for me to do. And whoever wants to watch, you can watch while I read each night. We can discuss. So, man, let me see. See what I can do. It's not actually letting me. I'm on my iPad. Let's see. Maybe I can't pull anybody on. That's so weird. Well, anyway. My apologies about that. So, what really stood out to me in the acknowledgments, I actually have them highlighted the first time I read it. And I'll read you some of my highlights and why they meant something to me. So the second paragraph of acknowledgments, it says, belief in myself. Words can't describe how much it means to have parents who let you do what you want, not who they want you to be. I'm a parent. Like, I have children, right? So what I got from that had nothing to do with my parents. It was a message to me to be that kind of parent to my children and encourage them to be who they want to be. And I've kind of always felt that, but, reading that, and this is basically a business book, but so many valuable pointers, and, I think it's important to actually understand what it means, the importance of why you want to let your children be who they are. It's important to understand for yourself, but I think that comes with through personal development. That just kind of comes, self-awareness. Then he said he taught me the power of taking few opinions, thinking different, and always choosing growth. And that definitely relates to me. The past 2 years, going through personal development and my ups and downs. Really early on, I was really a victim mindset. Like, poor me. I couldn't figure out why the world was crashing in around me, and like it was just all somebody else's fault, or I was just a victim. Like I had something to blame. I had somebody to blame. I did it, and that followed me around everywhere I went. And I remember at one point in my life, people would say, if this person says it, and 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 you're the only one not seeing it, maybe you should take a look at that, and so that type of stuff, I would take their opinion. But if they're telling me what I need to do for my life and what I need to, which decision I need to make, or make them coming at me for making a decision that I thought was right for me, but didn't fit their agendas, and actually caring what they used to thought, and then, all right, you're right, and cave into that. Like, today I'm free to make my own decisions, and taking fewer opinions, knowing what I want, having a clearer vision for myself, and to create my own life, my own path, follow my own path, and that's absolutely vital, and that's definitely going to be at the beginning of my book too, how impactful that is, and thinking differently. That ties in a lot to me. When I first started networking, believe it or not, it was not when I was in sales. I don't know if you all remember, like, the Bundy Ranch standoff in Nevada, and when we all thought martial law was going to happen, and so I was really monitoring all the actions of, like, the militias and all that stuff, and I was starting networking with people all across the country while that was going on, and that's when I discovered, and I used Facebook and the internet, and this is before I even knew about, even thought about using Facebook for business or Facebook for personal branding or whatever, and what that did for me is it opened my mind to think different than everybody else around. The activity of the cops, the whole Black Lives Matter, the whole, the government takeover, just all this stuff, and I was really in it too. Like, I was going to go to these anonymous events, and I don't know if you know who Anonymous is. They wear the masks, but like, I was part of, like, that movement, and it was fun, but at the same time I was, like, negative thinking back then, and that's also when I went through my atheist stage, and so, like, things weren't very positive, but I learned to think differently then and be okay with not caring what other people thought, and so that's kind of that was about 8 years ago, and how it is today, thinking differently. Just, I don't know, I watched one video, the 10X Growth Con's going on, and I watched Forbes Riley's speech, and what she said is, when it comes to anything, she doesn't ask for permission. She asks for forgiveness. She doesn't ask for permission. And society asks for permission. And that was impactful today, and that's kind of what I got out of that in the book too. But also reverse engineering your success by creating your ideal outcome and then working backwards to create a plan to achieve it. That's pretty impactful. I think it speaks for itself. Man, I was really hoping I could get a coochie on here. You sure you can't send an invite? Did you tilt your phone sideways? A coochie? Do you guys have any questions, comments? Let me go through this. I'm actually going to read comments. That's what I'm going to do now. Oh, there's a lot of... Thank you guys all for joining. I didn't realize there's so much activity. Hey, Jody. Thanks for joining. Janice, Rachel, Shondell. Coochie says he's listened to this. It's a good book. Can anybody else hop on? Does anybody else want to get on here? Can anybody else even send an invite? Robert says, now it is how I connect and keep in touch with everybody. Social media, yeah, definitely. It's great for that too. Makuchi says, you're speaking of my experience as well. It doesn't surprise me, bro. Robert, I got on Facebook because a friend posted his wedding pictures here, and if I wanted to see them, I needed to join. Whatever gets you here. Do you know, I think what got me here? I think my sister back in the day created a MySpace account for me and said you need to have an account. And I'm like, I don't care about that shit. It's just about, all it is a bunch of people, I don't know, that never interested me. And then Facebook came along and I saw what it could be. The Million Mask March. Yeah. What's up, Nick Bowman? Charles O'Shea says, once you take responsibility for everything good and bad, everything will take off. Absolutely, personal accountability. We are the creators of our own life, 100%. With that, if you believe that, how could you ever blame anybody else for anything, or anything else for anything? I mean, sometimes it's a tough pill to swallow to take accountability for what's happening around you, but that's what it takes, right? Because you ultimately are responsible for it. It's okay to admit it, but you don't have to go around telling everybody. You know what I mean? If you're standing in your truth, if you feel it, you don't lie to yourself. That's where it starts. Accountability is not that difficult. I mean, it is at first, but and we're obviously not perfect. Hell, I'm not perfect, but I actually like to take blame now. I'm not to say that, I won't have a good debate occasionally, but what's up, Josh Bergman? Thanks for joining, bro. Jeff says, stole my idea. Sorry, Jeff. Marie, what's up, Marie? Thanks for joining. All right. Josh, can you send me an invite? Do you want to get on here? No such thing as perfection, absolutely not. Josh Bergwin, do you want to get on here? Can you send me an invite? Let me see. Man. I wonder if it's because I'm on an iPad. So weird. Akushi says, should have acted on your idea. Yeah, I mean, I came up with this yesterday and I'm doing it now. And this first one's kind of experimental. Because obviously I'm having technical difficulties. I'm not able to pull anybody on to join me and talk with me. But, oh well, we'll work with it. Tomorrow I'll have it figured out. I wonder if it's my iPad. I need to figure that out. Ch- excuse me. Chantel Renee Corville says, "Our imperfections offer reflections." They do. That's perfect. I like that. Akuchi, you should have done it on your phone, Nick. Man, I know, but it just sits there, and I can have my phone here, and I can read, and I don't have to hold my phone because I don't have all the equipment yet, so I don't have a phone stand. I don't, so I'm kind of like making it work. But I now know I'll do it from my phone. Robert says he's noticed the difference between iPad and iPhone versions. Yeah, so have I. Obviously, I can't bring on any guests, and I've tried to invite from my phone, but that's not working either. I do have an iPhone X. I love. I've had an iPhone for 6 years, and I'll never go away from Apple. I can't even touch an Android. Just work with what you have. Best way to start. I mean, dang right. If you don't start, chances are you never will. So, yeah. Well, guys, let me see where I'm at here. Sean Clark, thanks for joining. I am probably going to end this at 30 minutes tonight. Unless somehow somebody can miraculously jump on here with me. Or Coochie, here's what I might do tonight, Coochie. I might do a part 2 tonight. I'm going to end this. Hi, Eileen. And Akuchi, I'll restart and I'll invite you in because I'll use my phone. How's that sound? Hit 1 if you want to do that. And then we'll talk. All right, guys. So thank you all for joining. We'll jump right into chapter 1 tomorrow. Robert says he gave Apple a shot. He still has an iPhone 4S, an awesome phone. You know what's awesome about Apple is they update their product forever. What's up, Eileen? They update their products forever, it seems. I'm a sucker, so I seem to always update. But so I'm going to end this tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're going to read chapter 1. What the goal is, every night we're going to go through a chapter. And so Peter's going to have 6 months, six months to six figures for 14 days because there's 14 chapters. And then I'll be reading another book. And it'll be fun. And we'll all learn together. If I bore you, hey, cool, no worries. Join us at the end after I'm done reading and listen to us talk. That'll be fun. And I'm going to end this right now, but I'm going to restart. So, Lindsay, I see you just joined. Please rejoin us. I'm going to have a coochie on, and we're going to discuss a little bit. And because I'm going to do a 60-minute show every night. This is 30 minutes. Second 30 minutes was going to be talking and with a guest. And but guys, don't go anywhere. Look for my notification. If you guys can hit turn notifications on, if you want to. But that way it'll tell you when I go live. That way I don't have to worry about sending an invite and all that. But yeah, we'll see you here in about 2 minutes.